Boom. Keep them coming.
What's going on, everyone? Bobbybarks here, and welcome back to a new career that we're going to be doing on FM23. This is the Journeyman save. So we're going to start with no qualifications, unemployed, looking for jobs across the globe. And we're going to hopefully participate in some nations we've never played in before and work our way to the top. So we're going to start right at the very bottom and go on a journeyman, spending about 2 to 3 seasons at one club and then trying to achieve as much success as possible and then move on to the next club, potentially next nation, and work his way around until we try and get to the very top. With the top obviously being Tottenham Hotspur. I'm joking, but it would be nice to finish a career there at Spurs, wouldn't it? It's sort of like 30 years down the line or something like that. But yeah, anyway, it's something I've done on FM22 on a personal level with some success, and I wanted to do it again on FM23 but share it with you on this occasion, which is why I'm doing it on the channel. So as you can see, we're right at the start of the game here, 27th of June 2022, and just go to my profile so you can have a look at me. 42 years old, born in Wakefield, that is my actual birth date up there as well, 10th of April 1982. No caps, no goals for England. Reputation is half a star. Sunday League footballer, which I was a little bit more than that, without trying to blow my own trumpet, but you know, for the sake of the save, we'll start as a Sunday League footballer. So going over to the attributes, obviously got a couple of 2s on the coaching side and on the mental side, but majority of them are 1s. We have England as a nation with some extensive knowledge there, but other than that, we're just going straight in at the deep end. Looking at the available jobs then, this is what we've got to choose from. If I just sort these by manager. I'm going to apply for everything and see what happens. I'm not going to do the international ones, so I will take them out, which leaves us with those. A lot of Asian teams there. We've got a Korean, Malaysian, Indonesian, Chinese, and then a very small portion of European. Denmark, Greece, Hungary, Israel, Norway. What I have done is I've made some of the leagues view only, so particularly the big nations like England, Germany, Italy, Spain, France. I've made those big 5 leagues view only so that, you know, I can't go to any of the teams there to start with, but I will open those up the further I get into the save. What I want to kind of do is move around Asia, South America, before we go back to Europe, but we'll see how it goes. You know, we'll apply for everything to start with, see where we end up, and then work it out from there. So we have a job. We're starting in Indonesia, and we're starting with Persekat. Persekat. I'm going to butcher the name. I don't know how you're going to say it. We'll just call them Pussycat for the sake of the save. And see how we go on. Hashtag P Tegal. Must be the shortened named nickname for them, perhaps. But yeah, here we are. Indonesian League 2 Persekat. So, this is Persekat Tegal. Got a 10,000 seater capacity, however we are only semi-professional. Founded in 1962. Southern East Asia, League 2, Indonesia. No rivals or derbies, which seems a bit strange. Maybe it's just because it's such a low league, it hasn't got that data in it, perhaps. Maybe it needs to download some additional data to reveal all that kind of detail. In terms of club background, founded in 1962, semi-professional Indonesian club, currently playing in Indonesian League 2. Narrowly failed to win promotion from League 2 East Region last term. The club play their home games at the Tri Samja and possess poor training facilities and poor youth facilities. The club also has a basic academy coaching and limited youth recruitment network, The club is affectionately known as Alaska Kigede Sebayu, something along those lines. Although they have never won a competition, the club are enjoying probably their best spell of success this decade. So that's something to be optimistic about. They've never won anything, but they're up there doing the business as we speak. Just missed out on promotion last season. Can we go a step further? So this is the squad. It's a big old squad. There is no under 21s or under 18s. There's one under 21 player, which I'll probably just move into the first team. He's got a lot of potential, but he's only loaned in. Few players transfer listed, but I mean that's a big bloated squad. We need to try and reduce that as much as we possibly can, but it's going to be difficult. I'm going to rely on these stars, which I don't like doing, but you know, a lot of these players are, well, all of these players are unknown to me. I don't know any of these, so yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I don't envisage much transfers incoming and outgoing. In terms of finances, there's 52,000 in the bank. We do have a transfer budget of 55,000 and a wage budget of just short of 20. But yeah, I don't really know anybody. We'll be doing a lot of scouting. We'll probably rely on what the scouts pick up. I know their abilities are not brilliant. The scouts, you know, judging player potential is a very low out of 20 score. Most of them will be 2 or 3 or something like that. But we'll just, you know, we'll see how it goes. So pre-season wasn't too bad. Well, it was very positive, to be honest. I'm underselling it a little bit. We didn't have many games, but you know, we beat the second 11 7-0, which I expect us to beat the second 11. 7-0 is a good score. And then we won 2-0, 3-0 and 3-2. Beating all these teams that start with Persibas. And we're Persekat. Yeah, so I'm relatively pleased with the start that we've had. Just have to see how we get on in the league. We have played one game, by the way, because I just forgot to put the save link in before we played the first league game. I just remembered to do it after the first league game, which we drew. You know, it was a 1-1 draw with Persekat. A lot of purses in this Indonesian League. So yeah, so a 1-1 draw at home, which it is what it is really. It'd been nice to win first game of the season, but it wasn't to be. We've got a friendly again coming up, which seems a bit odd, against PSGC under-18s. I think there must be a team in the league above perhaps, but this is the league here. Bekasi City, Nusantara United, Gresik United, PSIM, ourselves, Persekat, Persipa, PSKC, Persela and Persijap. Don't know any of the clubs, I'll be honest. Every game's going to be a learning curve, I think, is probably the right word to use. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Okay, we're about halfway through the league now, so we drew the second game, and we won our third game at home, 4-1. We then had a strange 4-4 away draw, and then we won 3 on the bounce, which was good, and then we've drawn 3 on the bounce. So we've not lost yet, which is positive. We could have done with some of these draws turning into wins, particularly the 2 home ones really. The opening game, I feel like we should have won, and we've just played them again and drawn away against them. So I feel like we should have beaten them at home. And the game against Gresik United, I feel like we should have beaten them, but it's been tough. It's been a struggle to recognise what the best team is I can play, because like I said, it's a very bloated squad. Trying to find who plays well where has been a little bit challenging. When you're playing Premier League or any of the big 5 nations teams really, you tend to know most of the players in there, so playing with unknowns is difficult. This is the tactic that I've kind of gone for. It is based on the new Tottenham manager's play, Ange Postecoglou. So this is kind of the tactic he used at Celtic, which has been recreated in FM. It's on one of the FM Scout websites. I think it's a guy called Josh Daly that's done it. So shout out to him. He's great, puts loads of tactics up, tried and tested tactics with multiple clubs. FM Scout's a fabulous website, as well as Sorting It Outside, as well as a number of others, but those are the two main websites I tend to use. And Josh Daly's also got a YouTube channel that you can follow if you're interested in looking for tactics. So this is a squad sorted by average rating, and as you can see, the lone striker that I've got has scored 14 goals in 10. He's been brilliant, 7.7 average rating. Can't fault him one bit. And then Risky Fajar, I do love that name, Risky Fajar. He's been playing on the right hand side of this tactic for me, and he's been absolutely brilliant. He's probably the best player I own. Supriyanto, something that we've loaned in, obviously. Jericho Christiantoko, who's playing right back, is a left footer, which is a bit weird, but he's also the guy that I've selected to take all the free kicks. He's got a mean left foot on him. It's a bit odd that he plays right back, but he's been good. The centre back's been good as well. You know, he's got a good average rating, but he's constantly tired, as you can see, and he picks up quite a bit of bookings. But yeah, all in all, I've been fairly pleased. I think we've kind of got as best 11 now. I kind of know which players can play where. And then, as you can see, I've not really used a lot of these. So they've had some substitute appearances, but there's a lot of bloat in this squad that I don't need. I weren't even able to register everybody for the league. So, you know, once we've... one of the things I do notice about the Indonesian League is that everybody runs out of contract at the end of the season. I hope that's the same for every other club. And not just me. I've tried renewing contracts, nobody wants to talk until the end of the season. The players, they're like, oh, there's plenty of time left on my contract, I don't need to talk to you right now. And I'm like, runs out in 3 months, 4 months, come on. Let's sort it out. But now nobody's interested in renewing just yet. So here we are at nearly the end of the season, and as you can see from the schedule, we've still not lost. Won a few more games than what I'd shown you from last time. So this is where we came in at last time, away at Persekat. We've drawn 3 since then, but we've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've played 8 games since then, won 5, drawn 3. It's been good, particularly this last game. Bekasi City won the league, so if I just show you. So this is the league, and it's very complicated, more complicated than English Premier League and things, but it's split into 3 regions. We've come second in the central region, and Bekasi City won it. So out of 18 games, you know, we won 9, drew 9. Didn't have the best of goal scoring records, but had the best defence. So we're pretty pleased with that. And that 3-0 win against Bekasi City in the last game gave us second place, because this team here, these were pretty good as well. It was between the 3 of us all the way to the end. But, you know, some of those draws that we had just cost us, really. Out of the 9 draws, I kind of wish we'd have won 5, lost 4, but, you know, it is what it is. So, we've qualified for the next round. In the West region, these 2 teams have qualified. And in the East region, these 2 teams have qualified. So there's 6 teams that qualify. Now what happens next, you split into 2 groups of 3. So I will go into a group with 2 of those other 6 teams, and the other 3 will form another group. So that's where I'm at the minute. So this is the second phase, which will ultimately determine who wins. Now I think what happens is the top 2 from each group go through to the final. and both of those teams get promoted. I think the teams that finish second in the group go through to a third place playoff, and whoever wins that gets promoted. So as long as I don't finish bottom of my group, I've got a chance of getting promoted. Now you play each of these teams twice, so there's 4 games to play. The other 2 teams that are in my group are the winners of the other 2 regions. So I didn't get any of the second place teams in my group. We've got the Persipura and Persiraja. So Persiraja won the West, and Persipura, I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right, won the East. So the other 2 second place teams, Cairo United and Sulut United, will go against Bekasi City. So I've got a tough group here. Finishing second's not done me any favours. I could have done with finishing first, but yeah, I'm going to play against the top 2 teams, home and away. So I'm going to go do that off camera. We'll see where we end up. If it gets to the point where I can't qualify, I will come in and play the live com for that last game. If it's giving me the opportunity to get through to a third place playoff or a final, we'll come in and do that as the live com. Okay, I'll go do that now, and then I'll spin right back with you. Okay, I'm back. We've played the 4 games. I'm going to show you them shortly, but what I want to show you first is the Indonesian Cup, which we went out in the 3rd round, but it was quite impressive. So we won 4-1 in the first round, and then we had Bekasi City in the second round. Now if you remember, Bekasi City finished top of our region, so they're through to the group stages that I'm also through to, but they finished top, and I beat them 3-0 in the last game of the season. We drew with them away. But in the Indonesian Cup, we beat them home and away. So I beat them 2-1 at their place, beat them 3-1 at home, and then I went through to the 3rd round. Now Persija, if I click on Persija, they are first in the Indonesian League 1. Now I don't know what happens here, whether they go into a playoff or not. I'm not quite sure. It hasn't updated yet to say that they're the title holders. It looks like there's maybe some games left to play. Yeah, they'll play 34 games by the looks of it, so there's quite a few games left to play. But Persija were top of the League 1 when I played them. They're still top now. And as you can see, although we lost 4-2 away, we beat them 3-2 at home. And this was quite close, because although they went 2-0 up, I pulled it back to 2-2. But it was only when a Ferrari scored in the 69th minute, and then they scored an 81st minute goal, that it just kind of put it out of his reach a little bit. And I didn't expect to beat them at home, but we turned up. We scored an own goal, which didn't help. But yeah, we played really well. I know it's a late winner, 92nd minute. But yeah, really proud of the boys, really proud of them. So, how did we get on in the group stages? Well, we're through to the final against Bekasi City. We drew away the first game, and then we won the other 4. I don't quite get why this one was played at a neutral ground. I don't know if it's just them, they're playing at a different ground away from their home ground. I do not know. But we only played 1 away game, well, technically 2 if you count the neutral. But yeah, drew 0-0, won 1-0, won 3-1, and at that point we'd already qualified for the final, so the last game was kind of a unnecessary game. So we qualified after 3 games, and yeah, we've got Bekasi City in the final. So I played Bekasi City 4 times already, drawn away with them, and then beat them 3 other times. So I beat them at their place, I beat them at home twice. Let's go to the live com. Okay, here we go. What I have noticed about these games is that there's not a lot of coverage. It does skip through the game pretty quick. I'm confident we can beat these, but I am sceptical that the one game I need to beat them in is potentially the game I'm going to lose. The only game I've lost all season is away to top of the table of the division above. You know, the best team essentially in Indonesia is the only team that's beaten me all season. So I feel quite confident. Oh, what a finish from that guy, Supriyanto. Hopefully I'll be able to pick him up as a permanent player, because he's been absolutely superb. Him and Risky Fajar have been great. And I don't know if these kids are related, but I've got 3 Pratamars in my team as well. I've got Edo, Sendi and Yoga. And I want to think that they're all brothers. Either that or Pratamar's a common name in Indonesia, like Smith in the UK. Oh no, one of them's giving a penalty away. This guy's a good player. He's on the Alakya. Yeah, he was. I think I voted for him actually as one of the Indonesian players of the season. Because you're not allowed to vote for your own players. But I looked at the average ratings or goals, and he was up there. So 1-1 at half time. Okay, we give the boys some words of encouragement at half time. We're not the better side, I have to say. Bekasi are being the better side, dominating us a little bit. Let's throw some encouragement out to the entire team. Come on, boys. Not a lot happening. 75 minutes in, nothing much has happened in the second half. Oh. Bekasi are absolutely dominating us. Can we snatch it? Supriyanto's through. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, he had the chance to be a hero. Oh, they've hit the post. It's end to end in the last minutes. Maybe one last chance. Maybe one last chance. Have it. Oh God, no, it's going to extra time. And they've absolutely smashed us. 21 shots to 9. Okay, I've fired them up. I've told them I'm not happy. Told them to get out there. They're all fired up. They're all up for it. They all had a positive reaction to me firing them up. Oh, Jesus Christ, they've hit the post again. We are riding our luck. Come on, boys. Half time. We're going to offer some more encouragement there, but Supriyanto and Cristianco have contributed, and we are 2-1 up. Okay, focus. Focus, team. Don't give it away there. Oh, some lovely play, but we've lost it. No. Oh, thank God. 3 minutes left. Come on, that's it. We are the champions. Indonesian League 2 champs in my first season. It's a proud moment. I feel very proud of lifting this trophy. Go on, Capitan, lift it. Risky Fajar, lift it. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm so pleased. So pleased we got promotion. Persekat will be playing in the Indonesian League 1, Nixie. That's it. Hopefully they will all sign new contracts. And that is their first bit of silverware in the club's history. Let's have a look. Look at that. Indonesian League 2 winner 2023. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of my FM23 Journeyman season, and hopefully you'll come back for episode 2. We're still going to be with Persekat. We're going to be in the Indonesian League 1, and hopefully we can survive. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Bye for now.